coming in hot, Chichi, after that big W, huh?
Coming in hot for Shizzle. Man, dude, we talked last night after the game. We were both, I think you left in the 8th inning. I got home at 1:30 in the morning, and here we are. The Yankees are alive. And the craziest thing, Sean, the shortstop for the New York Yankees, this little kid, this little goofy kid. Go back and look 1996, folks, at a goofy looking kid who played shortstop for the New York Yankees. And here we are.
I know. Isn't it incredible, man? It's incredible. And Volpe was such a huge fan of Jeter and all those teams. And that picture his dad put up recently of the 2009 parade has kind of gone viral, which is pretty cool. But, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, Volpe saved the day. They needed somebody in that lineup to come up big. They needed somebody in that lineup to kind of say, hey, listen, here's a big shot. You know, it couldn't be a single. It couldn't be a double again. They needed a blast. They didn't need a solo homer. They needed a 3-run homer or a grand slam. I mean, I can't believe it was a grand slam, but when Volpe hit that grand slam, you could just feel the vibe in that dugout change. And the vibe, yeah, everyone kind of exhaled like, oh, wow, we got a lead. We're in the middle of the game. This is huge. The place was going crazy out there in the Bronx. It just brought the energy. I mean, like yesterday, Chinch, in Game 3 when Freddie Freeman hit that 2-run homer in the first, which he did again today.
Yes.
Yeah, so ridiculous. The air kind of came out of place. But today, honestly, if you heard the crowd today, after Freeman homered, they started going, let's go Yankees.
It was different. It was different than last night when we were there. I totally agree with that. It was like, they were like, no. They were like, no, we're not no. Let's give it a shot tonight. Last night it was like, oh, whoa is me. I felt, I'll be honest, Yankee fans, you kind of didn't show up last night. Yankees fans showed up tonight.
Right, they did. It felt like it was like a desperation, you know.
Yeah.
And when Volpe hit that home with that grand slam too, you know, Riz, got jammed a little bit, popped it up. I was like, oh, they've been struggling so bad with runners in scoring position. I was like, oh, something's got to happen here. Like, if Volpe just needs a hit. But for him to hit that grand slam was incredible, and he steals a couple bases. He was the first player in World Series history to have 4+ RBIs and 2+ stolen bases in the same game, dude. World Series history. That's 150+ years of World Series. He just made history.
And he's the shortstop for the Yankees. Like we were talking before we came on, like, look, whatever. Hey, Dodgers, you're killing it. Do it. We're not trying to be East Coast bias, West Coast bias, but it's very, very unique that the shortstop for the New York Yankees, who replaced Derek Jeter a year after he started it, was the one that was the catalyst tonight. You know, it's very.
Well, did you see him on the Fox post game too? Jeter on set, kind of talking to him. It was kind of a cool moment where Jeter said, "You know what? You know what happened tonight. Kids in the New Jersey and New York area, they're going to grow up and want to be you." I thought that was pretty cool.
That was super cool, like unbelievably cool.
But Chich, not just Volpe, dude. I think the Volpe thing is great. I think that's awesome. But like, this game hitting is contagious, and it's contagious both ways. When you're not hitting well, it's contagious that way too. And when the mojo's low, and when you're hitting well, it's contagious that way too. I mean, listen, you had Jazz Chisholm, hit the ball, nice hit tonight. Juan Soto with the double at the end. Judgy with the RBI at the end. Gleyber Torres with the 3-run bomb. Wellesley with a bomb and hit another one off the top of the fence. Like, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing that they've been struggling with is, like, getting some sort of mojo going, getting that lineup going. So they were turning it over tonight, man, and that was the big thing. Like, Volpe kind of got the party started, but they put up 11 runs tonight, and that's a big listen, that's a momentum shifter. That's a momentum swing. I mean, now they got Garrett Cole going in Game 5, coming in. They got the lineup feeling some confidence right now, and here we go. I mean, that's what they need to do. So, I mean, the biggest thing is when you go down 3-0, the odds of you winning are not in your favor of winning this series. But that's irrelevant. What's relevant is got to win tonight. Got to win tonight. So they had to win 4. Yeah. Got to win 5. And coming into 5, you got one of the best pitchers in baseball stepping up. I mean, and I think Aaron Boone's message is, get your bags packed, boys. We're going to come in tomorrow. We got Garrett Cole with a big start for us, and we're going to be flying back to LA for Game 6. But, on the flip side, Chinch, Dave Robertson, those guys are like, hey, it's tough to win 4 in a row against anybody. I don't care if it's the Marlins. It's tough to win 4 in a row against anybody, let alone the World Series. So they're not panicked, man. I mean, Freddie Freeman's still doing what he's doing. They had a couple of hits tonight. They weren't able to get they're averaging 6 runs, so 4 for them was a little weird. But the Dodgers are going to be ready for Game 5, dude. They do not want to go back to L.A. They will be coming out, guns a-blazing, ready to go. So it's going to be a great matchup. It's going to be Flaherty Cole, right?
Yeah. And by the way, thank goodness, America. Thank goodness, baseball. We got another game between the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Dude,
number 2.
If there was a sweep.
Yeah. Number 2, Freddie Freeman is on a tear. He can stay. He could stay in Manhattan for the next week. And if the Dodgers win, he's the MVP of the series. End of story. Not even a question. Here, if you're a Yankee fan, the only 2 guys that didn't get hits, Stanton and Rizzo, and you're not worried about them hitting because they're going to hit, right? So, like you said, Yankees got right. This is a very interesting thing. Like, if the Yankees win on what do we go? We're flying. We got an off day, and we're playing again on what, Friday? I think.
Yeah.
Now at least we have the energy of the next 2 days. Thank goodness for baseball. Baseball deserves this. They had a great year in baseball, and I gotta say, dude, the Volpe thing is so cool to me. Just because, pull the curtain back. Like, I've known him since high school when he was at Del Barton High School. Shout out to them in New Jersey. And you've known him, dude. You were his hitting coach. And wait, hold on. I want to ask you this one thing. You were just as much a hitting coach as like a mental performance coach. And he said something after the game that I think you caught your ear and caught your eye, and you were like, we talked about that a little bit. What was that?
Well, I mean, I think one of the big things is trying to keep it simple, right? Trying to keep it simple. He was talking about after the game, see the ball, be easy, be on time for the fastball. And that's just a lot of stuff that we talked about last year. You got to get your breath. You got to be able to slow down. Don't let the moment get away from you. Bases loaded, World Series, it doesn't matter. Or if it's Game 5 when the season starts in April, like, you want to be great in this game. You want to be a great hitter. You got to be consistent in your approach and keep things simple. I thought it was great, a great mentality, and it was huge because with 2 outs, Chinch, I don't think they, it wasn't necessarily they needed a grand slam, but they needed a hit from Volpe there, and he just came up with one of the biggest hits of his career.
Not just one of the biggest hits. That wasn't like a slapper over the right field wall, dude. He pulled the ball.
Yeah, it's a bomb there, dude. The Yankees Stadium, they hit the left center.
Yankee Stadium in left field at what? What is he, 25? I don't think he's 25 yet.
No, I think he's 24, 23 maybe. He's 23.
It's a happy baseball day because we got more baseball, and the Dodgers are doing it, man. The Dodgers are getting after it. The Dodgers are – we talked this morning about this is like an all-time type team. Yankees gave him a little shot in the arm tonight, and this is going to be really cool tomorrow night.
Also, one thing you have to look at, when they were up 6-4, they didn't bring in the big guns. They didn't bring in Trinan. They didn't bring in, Banda. They didn't bring in, all those guys. They ended up bringing in Honeywell, knowing that he's kind of the long guy there. You know what I mean? He's kind of the opener. He's not your big guns. So the big guns are sitting in the waiting in the wings for Game 5, hoping Flaherty can give him a little bit of length until they go to that bullpen. Obviously, the key for the Yankees, you've got to strike early against these guys. You've got to strike early. I mean, they got lucky today with Freddie Freeman kind of getting things going, and, things were happening quickly. But, like I said, the big blow from Volpe, but really that whole lineup getting going was so huge. So the Dodgers will have that bullpen ready to go whenever they need it tomorrow. Doc Roberts won't be afraid to go there early. And it's going to be a great Game 5, man. I'm glad that there's another game. Like you said, I don't want the season to end, man. This has been a great season.
Right?
Dodgers, we did not want to see a 4-game sweep. They're back in it, and we'll see what that lineup does tomorrow and if Garrett Cole could deliver for the Yankees. And also, too, if Jack Flaherty could deliver again for the Dodgers in Game 5. So this is a game of momentum, bro. We'll see if it's swinging in the Yankees' direction. We'll know tomorrow.
It's very exciting. And we got more baseball, man. That's if you're a baseball fan, you're listening. If you're listening to us, you're definitely a baseball fan.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
And guess what? We got another game. We got more life. We have excitement. We have what we were looking for. We're almost what we were looking for going into the Yankees Dodgers World Series. If the Yankees pull it off tomorrow, we got 2 days of fun.
At least we want to get it to at least game 6.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Game 6. All right, man. Have a great rest of the night, brother. Tune in tomorrow morning. I'm on MLB Tonight game day at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Such a great show with you and Matt Vasgersian, by the way. It's such a great show. They had Gary Sheffield on this morning.
Oh, it's great, dude.
You guys, Maddie's one of my favorite people in the world, too. You guys together are awesome. Make sure you tune into MLB Network tomorrow morning.
Yeah, thanks, brother. All right, man. See you, bro. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.
You too.